let's have a little chat about a truly wonderful cut of meat, the lamb shank. It's a proper hero in the kitchen, I tell you. So what is it? Well, it's quite simple, really. The shank is the lower part of the lamb's leg just above the knee joint. You have the front shank from the front legs and the back shank from the hind legs. The back ones are usually a bit bigger and meatier, which is just brilliant. This part of the animal works hard all day long as the lamb wanders about, which makes the meat full of flavor but also quite tough if you don't cook it right. It's packed with connective tissue that needs a bit of love to become something special. Now, don't let the word tough put you off. Not for a second. That toughness is its secret weapon, its superpower. It's what makes the lamb shank perfect for certain types of cooking. When you look at a raw lamb shank, you see this beautiful piece of meat on the bone. That bone is key, my friends. It's full of marrow and goodness that seeps out during cooking, adding a massive punch of flavor to your dish. It's an inexpensive cut too, which makes it a real winner for a family meal. You get so much deliciousness for your money and it feels like a proper treat without breaking the bank. So, to put it simply, the lamb shank comes from the shin of the lamb. Think of it as the lamb's calf muscle. Because this muscle gets a lot of exercise, it develops a deep, rich, and truly lamby flavor that you don't always find in other more tender cuts. It's a humble piece of meat, but it has the potential to be the star of the show. It's all about knowing how to treat it, how to give it the time and care it deserves. When you do, you unlock all that incredible taste that's been waiting inside, ready to make your dinner absolutely unforgettable. It's honest, hearty food at its best. This cut is just begging to be cooked slowly. It's not a piece of meat you want to fry up quickly in a pan like a steak. Oh no, that would be a disaster. It needs patience. The magic happens when you give it time to relax in the heat. All those tough bits, the collagen and connective tissues, they all break down and melt away. What you're left with is meat that is so incredibly tender it literally falls off the bone with just a gentle nudge from your fork. That's the beautiful transformation we're after, turning a tough cut into a melt-in-your-mouth masterpiece. It's proper comfort food. Right then, how do we cook this lovely shank to make it sing? The best way, without a doubt, is to cook it low and slow. We're talking about braising or slow cooking. This is where the real magic happens. Braising means you first sear the meat in a hot pan to get a beautiful brown crust. This isn't just for looks, it builds a massive layer of flavor. Then you cook it gently in some sort of liquid, like a lovely stock, some red wine, or even a rich tomato sauce, in a covered pot for a good few hours. The gentle, moist heat works its wonders on the meat, making it unbelievably tender. The process is a thing of beauty. You start by browning your shanks, getting them all golden and gorgeous. Then you might add some lovely veg like carrots, onions, and celery, the holy trinity of flavor. A bit of garlic, some herbs like rosemary or thyme, and then your liquid. Pop a lid on your pot, slide it into a low-temperature oven, and then you just let it be. For 3, 4, maybe even 5 hours. The kitchen will start to fill with the most incredible, heartwarming smells. It's the kind of aroma that makes a house feel like a home. Proper, comforting stuff. The reason this method works so well is all down to science. That tough connective tissue I mentioned, the collagen, it needs a low, moist heat to break down. When it does, it transforms into gelatin. This is what gives the sauce that lovely, silky, rich texture and makes the meat so succulent and juicy. A quick hot cooking method would just make the muscle fibers tense up and become even tougher. So patience is your best ingredient here. It's a hands-off way of cooking that delivers a 5-star result, which is just fantastic for a relaxed Sunday dinner. What you end up with is something truly special. The meat is so soft you don't even need a knife. It just flakes away from the bone. And the sauce. Oh, the sauce is a triumph. It's absorbed all the flavor from the lamb, the bone marrow, the vegetables, and the herbs. It's a deep, rich, and complex gravy that's perfect for mopping up with some creamy mashed potatoes or a nice piece of crusty bread. This slow cooking method turns a humble, cheap cut of meat into a luxurious and deeply satisfying meal. It's a brilliant example of how a little bit of time can create something truly extraordinary. Lamb shank isn't some new, trendy dish. Not at all. It's got a proper history, rooted in good old-fashioned rustic cooking. For centuries, people have known that the less glamorous cuts of meat are often the most flavorful. In many cultures, especially around the Mediterranean, in the Middle East, and in the British Isles, slow-cooking tougher cuts was just common sense. It was a way to make every part of the animal count, turning something tough and bony into a nourishing and delicious meal for the whole family. It's peasant food in the best possible way, smart, resourceful, and full of soul. Think about traditional shepherd's meals or farmhouse cooking. They wouldn't waste a single bit. The shanks, which required long, slow cooking, were perfect for putting in a pot over a low fire in the morning and leaving to bubble away all day. By dinner time, a magnificent, hearty stew would be ready. This kind of cooking is the heart of many classic dishes. In Greece, you might find it cooked with lemon and oregano. In Morocco, it's often in a tagine with apricots and spices. Here in Britain, we love it braised in red wine with root vegetables. Each culture has its own beautiful twist on it. The popularity of the lamb shank has gone up and down over the years. For a while, people got very excited about quick cooking, lean cuts of meat. The humble shank was sometimes forgotten, seen as old-fashioned. But thankfully, people came to their senses. Chefs in gastropubs and nice restaurants started putting it back on the menu in the 1990s. They realized that customers absolutely love it. Why? Because it's pure comfort. It's a generous, impressive-looking dish that delivers on flavor every single time. It reminds people of home cooking, of warmth and generosity, and that's a powerful thing. So while it has its roots in simple country cooking, the lamb shank has earned its place in modern restaurants too. It proves that you don't need the most expensive cut of meat to create a show-stopping meal. What you need is a good understanding of how to cook it. The history of the lamb shank is a story of resourcefulness and flavor. It's about taking something simple and, with a bit of time and love, turning it into something truly magnificent. It's a classic for a reason, and its journey from the farmhouse kitchen to the fancy restaurant menu is a testament to its enduring, delicious appeal. So how can you get a glorious lamb shank on your plate? Well, you've got two brilliant options. You can either roll up your sleeves and make it at home, or you can treat yourself and order it at a good restaurant or pub. Cooking it at home is a fantastic experience. It might sound like a big project because of the long cooking time, but it's actually one of the easiest, most forgiving dishes you can make. Most of the work is just waiting, which gives you plenty of time to relax, have a cuppa, and enjoy the amazing smells filling your kitchen. It's a perfect dish for a lazy weekend. Making it at home means you are the boss. You get to choose all the lovely ingredients that go into the pot. Do you fancy a rich red wine and rosemary sauce? Go for it. Or maybe something lighter with white wine, lemon, and garlic. Beautiful. You can throw in your favorite root vegetables, parsnips, swede, carrots, and let them cook alongside the lamb until they are sweet and tender. Serving it up to your family and friends, seeing their faces when you bring that big, beautiful pot to the table, is a real joy. It's a meal that says I love you without you having to say a word. Of course, sometimes you just want someone else to do the cooking, and that's perfectly fine. A good gastropub or a nice cozy restaurant is a fantastic place to enjoy lamb shank. Chefs love to cook it because they can create a really deep, wonderful flavor. When you see it on a menu, you know you're in for a comforting, satisfying treat. It often comes served on a mountain of creamy mash with a puddle of glossy, rich gravy. It's the kind of dish that makes you feel happy and content, especially on a cold evening. It's a safe bet for a delicious meal out. Ultimately, what makes the lamb shank so special is its combination of incredible flavor, fall-off-the-bone texture, and heartwarming comfort. It's a humble hero. It takes a little bit of time, but it pays you back with so much deliciousness. Whether you're the one simmering it for hours in your own kitchen, or the lucky person having it served to you, it's a dish that delivers pure satisfaction. It's proof that simple, honest ingredients and a bit of patience are the keys to truly wonderful food. So, next time you see a lamb shank, don't walk past, give it a go. I promise you, you won't regret it. Lovely jubbly.